Hi, I'm Fred Andersky with Bendix, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Bendix Wingman Fusion collision mitigation technology. First, we start with a radar, like a lot of collision mitigation technologies have, but with that radar, we add a camera up in the windshield. That's why we call it Bendix Wingman Fusion, and when you think about it, when you make a decision, isn't it better to have more than one source of information? With Fusion, we've got two, enabling the system to figure out the situation earlier, alert you sooner, and if necessary, cut throttle and apply the brakes to help you, the driver, mitigate that rear-end collision. Also, it can do this with less false alerts, less false interventions than a lot of radar-only systems. Now, keep in mind that this is a driver assistance technology, not a driver replacement technology, so your safe driving practices, along with comprehensive driver training, are going to help keep you safe on the road, and Wingman will be there to back you up. Bendix Wingman Fusion delivers following distance alerts that let you know when the gap between your vehicle and the forward vehicle is closing. As we approach our forward vehicle, we get our first alert, the close alert. As we get a little closer, we get our closer alert. Now our closest alert. And if we keep moving forward, we will get an impact alert and collision mitigation braking. Remember, the impact alert lets you know 1/2 second before Wingman Fusion cuts your throttle and applies the brakes to help you mitigate the rear-end collision. Ever been in this situation? You're cruising along nicely at 50 miles an hour. All of a sudden, you get distracted and traffic has slowed down. With the Fusion technology, you'll get an alert and, if necessary, an active intervention to help you mitigate that rear-end collision. Bendix Wingman Fusion gives you both collision mitigation braking and adaptive cruise control. When you turn your cruise control on and set your speed, Bendix Wingman Fusion will automatically maintain a set following distance behind a forward vehicle. If the gap between your vehicle and the forward vehicle closes, Bendix Wingman Fusion will dethrottle. If it needs a little more slowing power, it will hit the engine retarder, and if it needs a little more, it will utilize the brakes to help you maintain that following distance. When the forward vehicle accelerates, we also accelerate up to matching their speed or our set cruise speed, whichever is lower. Bendix Wingman Fusion is designed to help read the situation in front of you. If the vehicle cuts in front of you and accelerates away, the system may give you an alert, but the adaptive cruise control will continue to keep you at your speed. The Bendix Wingman Fusion system will deliver stationary vehicle braking capability. The radar sees the metallic object, the camera verifies that it's a vehicle, we get an impact alert, and then if the driver doesn't do anything, we cut throttle and apply the brakes to help mitigate the rear-end collision with the stationary vehicle. Stationary object alert lets you know if there is a metallic object of size in your lane of travel. The system will give you a heads-up alert, but no interventions, giving you the opportunity to either add braking, swerve to avoid, or both to help mitigate that potential collision. Lane departure warning, one of the features of the Bendix Wingman Fusion system that's standard on your Mack Anthem. If we veer out of our lane by 6 inches over the line, the system will give you a lane departure warning, a rumble strip sound, along with a visual alert. If you utilize your turn signal, to indicate you want to make the lane change, the alert is suppressed. Sometimes when you get into a work zone situation, the lines may be a little crisscrossed, and that may make the lane departure warning give you extra alerts. But not to worry, with lane departure warning, you can actually turn off the alerts. The alerts will go off for 15 minutes or until you turn the alerts back on. Today, you can have a collision mitigation system and a separate lane departure warning. But what happens when you drift out of the lane and you may be about to have a collision? Because we integrate the camera with the radar, Bendix Wingman Fusion is able to give you alert prioritization. So if we were to drift out of our lane and close in at a vehicle at the same time, the system is going to pick the more important alert. In this case, our distance alert. So again, as we move out of the lane, we skip the lane departure warning because the system prioritizes the following distance alert over the lane departure warning. Bendix Wingman Fusion delivers speed sign recognition. When you exceed the posted speed limit by 5 miles an hour or more, the system will give you an alert. 10 miles an hour or more, the system will give you an alert and a 1-second dethrottle. If you have additional questions about the alerts or about the system, please refer to the operator's manual that came with your vehicle.